Hello everybody. I thought that since I was in the mood for having a yap this afternoon, and I've got nobody here to to bend the ears off, that what I'd do is after I've made my thoughts on Draw Mohammed Day, I may as well get round to finally doing my question and answer video for my 300 subs. I know it's 2 months late, but there you go. We all got problems. Okay, we will start with Right, QuadError's question. If I could splice any two species together to form an army of horrifying abominations which to enslave the world, which two do I think would make the best, and why? Ah, right, well, I did give this some thought, and I thought that maybe a crocodile with a human being, actually, so it had arms and legs and the big teeth as well. So, you give it a sub-vocal box so it could actually speak and say a few phrases as well, such as "Come here, I'm going to bite your head off," haha. But that's about it. Chris the Atheist? Here we go. Here's your question. If I had to be stranded on a desert island with one fundy, and one YouTube atheist, excluding you, who would they be and why? Well, I'd have to take a pretty atheist, I think, because, well, if you're going to be stranded on a desert island, you may as well take a pretty atheist. So, I think, her. And I'm not going to show you who I'm pointing at, but which fundy would I take? Well, that's easy. That'd be Gear Up, because Gear Up keeps saying that he despises science and despises the products of science. Maybe we could take him somewhere where he wouldn't have to face them every day in his life. Right, AtheistBrit. If I had to commit one crime without getting caught, what criminal act would it be? That one's actually quite easy. I've thought about that one. It's not so much a criminal act, I suppose, but I'd love to get into one of these G7 or G8 conferences and custard pie every single member sitting at the table at once, because they could do with some humiliation. Right, okay, TheMudbrooker. If I could bring one species back from extinction, which would it be? That's actually one quite hard, but I think since the one that would possibly be possible is, I'd like to have a crack at the dodo, because it is one that was wiped out by humans, definitely, that we know of, that it was our fault that it died. And okay, NichtDieseTone. He asks, if I could reincarnate as any historical person and still have my memories and knowledge, who would it be? That one actually gave me a little bit more pause for thought. And I eventually came up with the idea of Adolf Hitler, is that if I could go back and be Adolf Hitler. Now, just imagine the changes in the world I could make with that man's charisma. Ooh, horrifying, isn't it? Okay, right, macnutz. Hello, Mac. And oh, by the way, I liked your songs. I preferred Scarlet Angel better than I did the other one. But there you go. Right, if I could get a couple of minutes, if I could be God for 2 minutes, and I could make 2 permanent changes, what would there be? Well, I would definitely make this Earth a lot better place to live on. I'd stabilise it so it didn't wobble round the sun. I'd make sure the sun didn't wobble, so that it went in a perfect orbit, and so that everything was perfectly balanced. And the fact that I wouldn't have the Earth going through a cosmic shooting gallery every so many million years as it goes up and down around the galaxy. So that would be it. Right now, what's this? You know I have a barakameek. He'll give me a question, he says. That's not a question. If I was found to be dying and had about 1 month to live, what would I do with my time? What would I do that I'm not doing now? Well, I wouldn't bother making any more YouTube videos, because that takes up too much time. I'd be out there, and I reckon I'd be travelling. And I think that'd be a good idea. I'd like to see much more of this planet before I die. And at the moment, as far as I'm concerned, I've got a lot more time to do it in. But if I was given 1 month, I'd have to do what they call it, like a quick tour of the world, stopping in as many places I could possibly visit. You know, China. I've never been to China. I've been to the United States, so I don't suppose there. Canada's a nice place. I'd like to go to Japan, Australia, New Zealand. I'm not so sure about the Middle East. I don't think I'd be welcome there at the moment. Yeah, that's about it. I'd really, really love to travel. Right, now, TiptoeJameal, oh, he says thank you for the 300 subs. Well, thank you very much for saying thank you. What artists do I listen to and what songs would I recommend? Well, there's loads. I'll tell you what, I made a video which incorporates my musical tastes in it, and it's called the music tag, or musical tag. You'll find it in my list of uploaded videos. I recommend that you have a look at it, and you might like what's there, you might not. But that's the type of stuff I listen to, but it's very, very eclectic. He also asked, do I have any religious family members? Well, I know my mother was a deist. She believed that there was something. She believed that the universe had a purpose, but she didn't know what it was, and she didn't put it down to any god. My father, I never knew what he did or didn't believe in. My sister, my eldest sister, married a born-again Christian, whom I used to have many ding-dong arguments with, and I enjoyed it greatly. And yeah, well, as far as I know, we're still friends, but I haven't spoken to any member of my family in years and years and years, because I'm too lazy to keep in contact, but they know where I am. Right, and here we go. What's his gamerska? Have I always been an atheist? How long? Who are my favourite people to watch on YouTube? And who's my least favourite? What gets me pissed off? Is it possible that religion could be completely eradicated in the future? I'll take these in reverse order, sort of. No, I don't think religion will ever be actually eradicated. I think it can be moderated and brought down to a more acceptable level where they're not screaming at us all the time. You know, do what we say, believe what we believe, or you're going to hell, or I'm going to cut your throat if you don't believe what I say. But have I always been an atheist? Yes, I've always been a skeptic, as far back as I can remember. I didn't even believe in Santa Claus, because I never fell for that one as far as I can remember. So I've been about, what, 3 or 4? Those are my earliest memories. And I didn't even fall for Santa Claus, so I'm definitely not going to fall for God, or gods, or goddesses, or any other form of supernatural beings, unless they can back it up with testable, credible evidence. And who are my favourite people to watch? Well, I like watching quite a lot. I do like Thinking Atheist. So at the moment, I'd say Thinking Atheist. He gets my vote for the best. And who's my least favourite person to watch? That would be Frank's Voice. I haven't seen anything of his for quite some time, but the last couple of videos of his I tried to watch, I get about 2 minutes into them, and sorry, that's enough. You know? Right, okay, I've got some more questions here. Here we go. CFCDude. What are my impressions and thoughts about the leaders of my country and leaders of any other country that I wish to talk about? Well, they're politicians. All politicians, the whole wide world over, are self-serving. Then they may go into politics with good ideals, but they turn into self-serving twats, as far as I'm concerned. You know, the whole lot of them should be put on board a boat, and it should be sent to the bottom of the nearest ocean, the deepest one. And if I could punch someone in the face without any repercussions, who would it be and why? Well, I wouldn't want to punch anybody in the face. Custard pie them, and that's been answered in a different question. I wouldn't mind custard pieing the Pope. That would be fun. Whoa, take that, you Nazi. Who's my favourite comedian? Me! No, I've got a lot of comedians that I like, but I couldn't really point to one and say that they're my favourites. I mean, I like Jack D, I like Billy Connolly, I like Jasper Carrot. Not now, but some of his older stuff is really, really funny. So and that's about it on comedians. Do I play video games, board games, party games, and/or card games? What is your favourite game to play? Well, yeah, I play video games. I like Neverwinter Nights. That is my favourite video game, and I play that online in a site that is a persistent world, and it's player-led storyline.